Hello and welcome to episode 21 on how to make a GTA 5-star game in Unity 3D. Today, first of all, we're going to start off by fixing the aiming, because as you can see, when we do aim in, the crosshair just sort of goes down massively, which isn't particularly great. I'm also going to make the crosshair better, because as you can see, it doesn't really go where you're looking. So yeah, but as you can see, that happens. So what we want to do is open up our weapon script, and where we aim, wherever that might be, aim, where are you? Where is it? He's aiming, okay, yeah. And in update, we want to go if is aiming, let me just, we want to go spawn point dot transform dot rotate local rotation equals, oh no, yeah, equals new equals quaternion dot Euler. This is what converts the vector 3 to a quaternion. New vector 3, and then 326 13 and 0. So yeah. Now when we aim in, hopefully, oh, you can just tweak this however you want. And then obviously we need to do else and set it back to what it was before. So what I'm actually going to do is store a variable called public, no, not public, just vector 3 spawn point start rot, I suppose. And then in start we want to go spawn point start rot equals spawn point dot transform dot Euler angles, local Euler angles, and then we can set it to that. Here we go. So yeah. There we go. So now we can actually, it actually aims properly now. So we can actually shoot. So say I can look over here and shoot at him. Not going to do a very good job of hitting him, but sure, why not? What we're going to do is also have it so the accuracy is massively increased, and the oh god damn it. The camera gets closer and the field of view gets lower as well, but we'll do that another day. Now we need to go on with turning on the spot, which is a massive pain. So as you can see, it goes like that. You turn. No, that didn't. What the hell? What is that? There, okay. But as you can see, that doesn't happen. That just happens. And it's very weird. So, actually I've decided that we're not going to do turning on the spot, just because we don't really need it. Ooh, we have an error. That's me just being an idiot. Ignore that. Right, now what we want to do is in player controller, where we set direction, get rid of H plus direction, just get direction. So that way you won't turn when holding A or D. If you want that in, don't get rid of it, but I don't really want that in, and it still does it. What? What? That made sense. And what we can also do is get rid of H equals get axes horizontal. We can also get rid of that as well, which is good. We have inconsistent line endings. Where the direction is set, it must be something. Okay, whatever. It's fine. My mouse is dying. That's what that noise is, by the way. Sorry about that. Right, what we're going to do is the aiming now. So let's have the field of view come down first. So let's go public float aim FOV multiplier. This is what I like to do. I don't like to have set field of views. I like to have it so like it divides it by it. So I like to do equals like 1.44. So that will divide by 1.44 f. So what we want to do is go in aiming, in if aiming rather. We want to go. We have the camera. Nope. So go camera dot main dot field of view FOV whatever equals mathf dot lerp camera dot main dot field of view, and then aim FOV multiply, and then the time will be 0.25 f. But actually, let's add a new method and make that fixed update. So that way we don't have to use time.delta time and all that. So I'm just going to move the entire if is aiming thing and the else into there. And then we also want to do it so it goes back to whatever the default value was, which was 60. So set it back to 60. That's now. Sorry about that again. I hate this mouse. You need to get a new one. Right, so if we zoom, whoa. Okay. Oh. Dear. Okay. I made it so it set it to 1.44. What we need to do is go. We want to go float FOV. Do as a temporary variable in is aiming equals camera.main.field of view divided by aim FOV multiply. I can't talk today. FOV multiplier. There we go. Just really be divided, but whatever. So there we go, and it's what the hell. What? Right. What? Whatever, let's scrap that then. That would normally work, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let's just do field of view. FOV. Now it's at FOV and go 45 F. Don't know why that didn't work, but it didn't. There we go. But what is also strange is that it's focused on his feet, and we don't want the camera to be focused on his feet. I don't know why his camera is focused on his feet. So what we're going to do in each of the characters is, we want to go in player controller, go to the top and create a public transform view point, no, look point. And then where we set the orbits and other one, we can just set that to the look point. So in, I believe we did that in Game Manager. Game Manager, where we set all of that. The target equals instance dot look point, and then the same. Do the same there. Do the same for all of them in change. Yeah, all of the change characters. So change character start and change character in Game Manager. Oh, and we didn't assign one, so we're going to get a massive error. Oops. Right. Yeah, didn't think that would work. So let's go. Let's just what we're going to assign it as. Let's just have it as this head, I suppose. Or have it spine 2. Yeah, spine 2. That didn't assign for some reason. There we go. Car spine 2. There, and where is it? There. Save. And finally Vincent. So spline 2. There we go. There. So now hopefully, well, not hopefully, it will. There we go, that's better. That seems really high for some reason. Also, I say my mouse is dying, it really is dying. I'm not exaggerating at all. There we go, that's a lot better. Now we have to play about with this setting again, the vector 3, so it was perfect for the other angle. So I'm just going to have to play around this. I will come back once I find a good angle. I found the good angle. It is, hold on, it is 347 and 10.5. So yeah, and obviously if you change something you have to play around with this again, unfortunately, and we have an error. And I forgot to put the F in. Oops. There we go. Oh, and apparently we need to use field of view instead of FOV. So let's go fields of view for the camera field of view, that is. So there we go. And that is better. There we go. That's much better. Right, so now what we want to do is create actually, what we can just do is while we're aiming, we can set the curve spread. Oops. Curve spread to 0. So curve spread equals 0, and then when we're not aiming, when you aim out. Curve spread equals what? Equals base spread. So now it'll be a lot more accurate while we're aiming, which is good. In case you didn't realize that. There we go. That's better. So now we can aim and shoot. We can't really see where we're aiming. Which is a bit annoying, but sure. There we go. Shoot at him. There we go. He's dead. So you can play around with the positioning of the aim camera and all the angles and offsets and that for the crosshair. So yeah, that's that episode. Next week we'll be properly doing like aiming and like fading around the edges and all that, and you will need Pro for that because image effects, as well as actually moving closer perhaps to the player, all that sort of stuff. So thank you very much for watching. Yeah, cheers.